Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start with Unit 2, 2.3 on textbook page number 36. The name of the lesson is a poem, and the name of the poem is Somebody's Mother. And this poem is written by the poet Mary Do Breen. So before starting this poem, I would like to tell you that it is a very touching poem. Here in this poem, there is a young boy who helps an old woman to cross the street. And the reason behind this, why he is helping the woman, is that he realized that she is probably somebody's mother. And he hopes that when his own mother is in need of help in his absence, someone like him will come along and help her. Okay, so this poem is about kindness. So first I will read the poem, then I will give the explanation paragraph wise. Okay, so let us start. Somebody's mother. The woman was old and ragged and grey and bent with the chill of a winter's day. The streets were white with a recent snow, and the woman's feet with age were slow. At the crowded crossing she waited long, jostled aside by the careless throng of human beings who passed her by, unheeding the glance of her anxious eye. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, came happy boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep. Past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way. None offered a helping hand to her, so weak and teemed, afraid to steer, lest the carriage wheels on the horse's feet should trample her down in the slippery street. At last came out of the merry troop the gayest boy of all the group. He paused beside her and whispered low, I will help you across if you wish to go. Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so without hurt or harm he guided the trembling feet along. Proud that proud that his own were young and strong, then back again to his friends he went, his young heart happy and well content. She is somebody's mother, boys, you know, for all she is aged and poor and slow, and someone sometime may lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? If ever she is old and poor and grey, and her own dear boy so far away. Somebody's mother bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, God be kind to that noble boy who is somebody's son and pride and joy. Mary Do Breen. Now, I'll give the explanation to you in a stanza format. But when you read this poem, it is so heart touching. The words which are used in this poem, it is almost like a magic. When we are reading the poem at that time, the poem is written on which situation that all incidents are coming in front of our mind like a picture. So it is a beautiful poem. So let us start. The woman was old and ragged and grey and bent with the chill of a winter's day. The streets were white with a recent snow, and the woman's feet with age were slow. Now the woman was old and ragged and grey. Ragged. What do you mean by ragged? Means wearing old and torn clothes. Okay. Grey. Grey means her hair was grey. Means she was very old. Okay. And bent with the woman was old and ragged and tray. Now the woman was old. She was very old and ragged. Ragged means she has worn what? Torn clothes, and her hair was what? Grey. Okay. Now the poet says that the woman was old with grey hair. She was wearing torn clothes. Her back was bent with the cold of winter days. Her feet were slow due to the age. Okay. And the roads were covered with recent fall of snow. Okay. Let us see the second stanza. At the crowded crossing she waited long, jostled aside by the careless throng of human beings who passed her by, unheeding the glance of her anxious eye. Now, what the poet is telling? The poet is telling that she was waiting. The woman was waiting from long time at the crowded crossing. She was waiting at a crowded crossing from long time. The careless crowd pushed her aside. Now, the people who were walking over there, they were what? Pushing her aside. And many people passed by. There were many people who were passing from that cross without bothering about her NXT. And no one was bothered about that lady. Okay. Throng. Throng means what? Large crowd. Okay. Unheeding. Unheeding means neglecting. See, unheeding. Unheeding the glance of her anxious eye. No one was seeing, okay, in her eyes that she also want to cross the road, but no one was bother of anyone. Okay. Down the street with laughter and shout, glad in the freedom of school let out, come happy boys like a flock of sheep, hailing the snow piled white and deep, past the woman so old and grey, hasten the children on their way. Now in third stanza, what it is said? Down the street laughing and shouting came a group of happy boys. Okay. When she was still there at that time, there was what? In the street, down the street, laughing and shouting came a group of happy boys, glad that they were free from school. They were free from school. They looked like a flock of sheep. When they came in a group, they looked like what? A flock of sheep. They welcomed the snow which was piled white and deep. Now they were very happy because the snowfall was there. So they were what? They were very happy to see that snowfall. They went quickly on their way past the old woman. Now when they were crossing at that time, they also did not what? Did not saw that woman, and they were also what? Passing the road. Hasten the children on their way. Okay. Now let us see the fourth stanza. None offered a helping hand to her, so weak and teemed, afraid to steer, lest the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should trample her down in the slippery street. Now here what the poet is telling? Poet is telling none of the boys offered her a helping hand. Not a single boy had helped her. Okay. Had given the helping hand. She was scared and weak. She was what? She was scared and weak and afraid to move on the slippery street. She was very afraid to walk on that street because recent snowfall was there, and you know the snow is very slippery. Okay. So, and afraid to move on the slippery street because of fear that she would be trampled either by the wheels of the carriage or the horse's feet. Why she was not walking? Because she was feeling that if I will walk, either I will sleep on what? On the snow, either if I will fall, the carriage wheels or the horse's feet will be on me. It will go from me. Okay. Let us see the next stanza. At last came out of the merry troop the gayest boy of all the groups. He paused beside her and whispered low, I will help you across as if you wish to go. Now, here, finally, out of the happy group of the children, the school boys, the gayest boy came out. One boy came out. He paused near her and told her softly that he would help her to cross the road if she wished to go. The boy was from that merry troop, the group. One boy came and he asked the lady in a very polite way, if you want to cross the road, if you wish, I will help you out. Okay, let us see the next step, next stanza. Her aged hand on his strong young arm she placed, and so without hurt or harm he guided the trembling fit along, proud that his own were young and strong. Then back again to his friend he went, his young heart happy and well content. Now, when that boy said that I'll help you to cross the road, what did the lady did? She placed her old hands on his strong young arm. So lady put his weak hands on the strong young arm, and he guided her trembling feet along without allowing her to be hurt or harmed. The boy helped the woman, guided her, the trembling feet along with he had not hurt or harmed. Very nicely, very slowly, he took that woman and made her to cross the road. Okay. Now, when the road was crossed, he was happy. Who? The boy was happy that his own feet were young and strong. He was feeling that I am still young and strong by seeing whom? By seeing that woman. Okay. He was thinking that I am still young and strong. After taking her across, he went back to his friend. After crossing the road, again he went to his group, to his friends, happy and content with what he had done. He was very happy that I had helped someone. He was content, and he went to whom? He went to his group, to his friends. Okay, let us see the second last stanza. She is somebody's mother, boys, you know, for all she is aged and poor and slow, and someone sometime may lend a hand to help my mother, you understand. If ever she is old and poor and grey, and her own dear boy so far away. Now, see how nicely in second last stanza the boy is explaining to his friend that why he went and helped that lady. He explained to the other boys. He was explaining who that boy, the person, the boy who had helped the woman. He is explaining to the other boys that the old lady was somebody's mother, that she is what? Somebody's mother. After all, even though she was now old and poor and slow, he hoped that someone sometime may lend a helping hand to his own mother. Now what the boy was telling that, and someone sometime may lend a hand to help my mother. The boy was telling, if I will help her, if my mother becomes old and if I am far from her, then someone sometime will help my mother. If she become old and poor and grey and he was far away, and if the boy is far away, today I had helped that lady. If my mom will be what? Old, and if I am away, someone will help my mother. Okay. Let us see the last stanza. Somebody's mother bowed low her head. Somebody's mother bowed low her head in her home that night, and the prayer she said was, God be kind to the noble boy who is somebody's son and pride and joy. Now in last stanza, what the poet is telling. In her home that night, who? That lady. In her home, the old lady who was somebody's mother, who is somebody's mother, bowed her head low and prayed, asking God, be kind to that noble boy who was somebody's son and pride and joy. He is telling that he is praying to God, the person, the boy who had helped me, God should be what? God should be kind to that, kind to that boy, because today he has what? Helped me, and he is also somebody's son, somebody's pride and joy. Okay, I hope you have understood this poem. So again you have to read this poem and try to understand. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.